Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm happy you guys are enjoying my shorts. Yeah, I had to shorten one, a little bit of a different variation for X because it was too long, the one I did on for Facebook. So actually my X one I think is a little bit more snarky and better, a little more condensed, just my opinion. Yeah, I only do a couple clips. First time, I think the dogs barked, and then that's the one you guys saw was the one I posted here. And then usually if you do a few, they can be better, but I tend to just jump the gun. But oh well. Anyways, glad you guys like it. In terms of skincare, yeah, people have been mentioning about my skin. It's what I don't do is more or less how I have good skin. It is I haven't had a tan in 30 years, 30 long years. Long story because my aunt almost lost an entire hand to skin cancer, and they told her if this removing all the skin from your hand and taking a skin from your thigh doesn't work, we're gonna have to amputate. So I became very much a skin suntan avoidant. So that's my biggest secret right there. It's not what I do, it's what I don't do. And a lot of people don't like to hear that answer. I literally have not had any tan or anything like that in 30 years. I wear sunscreen. I garden at 6 o'clock in the evening, and I'll stay out till 9 o'clock, and I'll spray myself down with mosquito spray. I don't do hot bathing, sunset vacations, none of that. I definitely have a fear of melanoma. It kills too quickly, so I avoid it. I'm a total sun avoidant. So that's my number one thing, along with genetically highly blessed. When I was a teenager, I was that teen that girls were angry with in high school because my skin was porcelain. It was porcelain with a sort of yellow undertones. My daughter is my mini-me. She has my skin too. She has absolutely gorgeous, very porcelain skin. And I've taught her to take care of it and to stay out of the sun. So she's going to be better off than I have been. But it's taking care of what I was blessed with and not taking advantage of it. I did have years and years and years of tanning up until probably, I would say, about the age of 24, 25, I started to take it seriously. I did far less of it except when I was vacationing. In terms of skincare, I use jojoba oil because it was asked, so I'm just going to share it with you. Okay. Jojoba oil I use to wash makeup off. I don't usually wear makeup every day. I have been putting it on for my videos, but typically I don't wear it very often, but maybe twice a week. So I keep my face fresh and clean and makeup free, which also helps. And so I use jojoba oil as my face wash. I'll usually do it twice, so that gives it gives a really good clean. Sometimes I will purchase off Amazon these little cloths that are disposable cloths so that you don't get bacteria, because bacteria can make your skin look bad. I will use a toner after that, just whatever generic. Right now I have a rice water one. I do tend to experiment. I'm also, sometimes I use cheap skin cream from Aldi. There's one there that I actually think is really fantastic. It's in the aisle there at Aldi. They have daytime and nighttime. You might want to try it. Very inexpensive, but I like it. I also like Korean skincare off Amazon. Just about all the Korean ones I like. And I'm also currently, since I do test and try different things, I am tinkering with tallow, lard. I got one that is not with natural oils. I got, because the one that had olive oil did not suit my skin very well, so I got one that doesn't have olive oil. And it has no fragrance. So there's that. And that locks in moisture. You could put on a moisturizer under it, let that dry in, and then go back in about 10, 15 minutes and then put on your lard. Okay, and then let that sink in. Occasionally, I do tinker with Retin A as well in targeted areas. And then when my skin peels like a lizard, I use a bikini razor to shave it off. And I also buy this Korean product. They look like little washcloths. I'll have to show you sometime. And it's like an exfoliant. And I'm big into exfoliating. The cheapest, most affordable that I would recommend in terms of exfoliation is using coconut oil and putting in baking soda, and then mix it up. And then you use that as a sort of a home just micro exfoliation, and that works fantastic. Also a flat razor. You use a bikini cheap flat razor. You can get them anywhere, and shave your face. Yes, I said it, shave your face. That's another form of exfoliation. So I'm huge into exfoliation. I'm absolutely obsessed with exfoliation and moisturizing and then locking it in. Okay, so that's what I do. I do not buy expensive, high-end, expensive celebrity skincare, nor do I go to the department store and buy them there. I get everything off Amazon. So there you go. So that just settles all that, because I have been asked, so I thought I would address that. There you go. So stay out of the sun, ladies. But I know I'm sure at some point in time I may throw in the towel. My husband's getting tired of not going to sunny vacations. There might be a time like, okay, I'm ready to throw in the towel now. But I still have that fear of that melanoma. I'm seeing young people on social media in their 20s dying of skin cancer. And it's just so sad, and it's so unnecessary, and it's a very quick kill. By the time of diagnosis and death can be a couple months. I know of a case, okay? So that's why I'm so, freaked out about it. So, okay, carrying on. Harry. So what time am I at? Ooh, I'm at and someone can leave a timestamp. If someone wants to avoid this whole situation of skincare, is 6:23. 6:23, done, over, okay. Harry. Hot seat, Harry. Harry, you're in the hot seat because you are taking jabs at the sitting president when you're not supposed to be taking jabs at any sitting president. You're not supposed to be political at all, as we all know. Shut your trap. But he has taken on his wife's energy of being political, and it was interesting hearing Neil Sean's talking about the way Meghan sort of couldn't handle boundaries and how she kind of tried to work around it. Really interesting. Then she started acting like she didn't know, and then she started asking about Thatcher. Oh, what about Thatcher? And then she knew everything about Thatcher. She pretends she doesn't know, but then she does know, and then she wants to play stupid, and then she tries to lock people into conversations. How classic. And then it's like she knows better. Let me do this. I can take care of this. Just step aside, everyone. Just let me, reinvent the monarchy here. Funny. Harry is definitely taking on her energy. He's mirroring her. He's kind of weak-minded, so I'm not surprised. And he continues to jap the mouth, and he should shut his trap. And disregarding everybody, like I said in my short today, what integrity and strength. He dissed his own military award show to go meet Jay-Z and Beyonce so that he can hustle his wife to get on the Disney voiceover of elephants. Remember that? So I mentioned that. I mentioned a few other things along with his visa. Why doesn't he open up and let everyone know what was on his visa? If he's such a high integrity and character guy, then where's your honesty? Let's just open it all up and let's just see it, Harry. No, he's not going to do it. So that was my rant. Now you got a little short version of it. So here you go. So Trump and King Charles, are hooking up. That's what has Harry and his panties in a bundle. So will Charles take Harry off our hands here? Will Charles step in and get Harry out of our country? Will they take Harry out of the United States? Will they remove Harry out of the United States? Will Harry get kicked out of the United States? Oh, I'm getting a yes. Let me ask that again, because I almost don't believe it. Let me see. Will Harry be taken out of the United States? Will Harry be taken out of the United States? Will he be forced out of the United States? Will Harry be forced out of the United States? Forced out. Will he be forced out? I'm getting a yes. Will Charles take the lead? Will Charles finally take the lead? Yes. All right, then maybe something's finally going to happen. That's because Trump kind of said your wife is nasty. I don't have to do anything. So maybe now it'll be like, hey, can you do something? Can you do something? Charles, take accountability. Charles, are you going to take accountability? He may not have to do anything. Just say, hey, take him off our hands, will you? Will Charles finally take accountability for his son? Will Charles finally take accountability for his son? Yeah. Will he ignore it? Will he keep ignoring it? No. Oh, wow. Wow, so something might be getting done here. Hopefully the pendulum is right. Hopefully it's right. Here we go. Here we go. Boom. Okay, I'm going to go from that, and I'm going to take it from there. That's going to sit over here. Now I've got those two. I will flip that over, push that aside. Yeah, we are not supporting your son. Nobody loves him, and you need to take charge, Charles. Charles is in charge, the rulership card. Yeah, that's 2 leaders hooking up, 2 leaders, 2 rulers. You know, we need to come up with some kind of creative plan here because we don't want to support your son and give him millions of dollars a year. No, we don't. We are not going to be his safety net. Sorry. I know it's a little bit hard for you, a little disappointing, and he's got addiction issues. Addictions. He's a little bit too much of a party boy. Too much consumption that we will not, as a community, support him or share his emotional goals. Up here is shared emotional goals and community support. Sorry, we don't want to support him. We want to close that emotional door. Oh, there goes my dog. Sorry. We are not at peace with him, okay? We are not at peace. We want to close him off, emotionally close him off. So there you go. Do something with him. We're not taking care of your son. Challenging position. Worst case scenario for Charles, he doesn't want to deal with the situation. So insomnia, worries, it's coming to a very negative feeling, negative mindset with the 9 of Swords, a lot of grief endings. He's hurt the family. It's a lot of pessimism here. It's shame and guilt and dread, remorse and tormented and despondent and hopelessness. It's painful truths being revealed. Sorry, we don't want your son. Do something about this crybaby too. He keeps crying. So basically, it's a miscarriage of justice, really. So here we go. Focal point here. Yeah, his wife. His wife is the one who's probably leading him, as we know. It is Megan's voice and Harry's mirroring. But she doesn't even love him. He's like, well, no, we won't take her back. We're not going to take her back. What a worst case scenario. We don't want to take Megan and Harry back together. That's also that's been kind of vocalized by one journalist. Richard Eden said that. Everyone's kind of trashing Richard, going, Richard, what are you talking about, Richard? You're full of it. There's no way. If he did accept Megan and Harry back, a lot of people would say, well, the empire is going to crash down. That would be crashing down the full empire if you took back Megan, who thinks she knows everything. Why is there an older female directing her husband here? And she would thinking that she's the truth teller. Megan is doing what Megan wants to do. She thinks she's got her heart in the right place. Independent, fair female. Yeah, set her free. Set her free. You don't have to let her come in. Let her off. Be independent. Let her keep talking, but your son here, we're not taking care of him. Past position, it's coming to a 10 of Swords upright, which basically is negative attitude, ignoring wisdom. The change is karmic. He figured, yeah, this was kind of a karmic situation here with Megan. It is moving on, trying to carry on. It's an ending they didn't expect when they met Megan, when she married into the family. We tried saying, hey, don't marry her. Take your time. Take your time. Don't marry her. Take your time. You can love her if you want, but take your time. Don't marry her. But Harry couldn't do it. It was too horrible for him. I got to get my way. No, that's too disheartening. You got to let me marry her. So Harry would not follow advice. She led him. They didn't expect this. He didn't expect this. He was smitten by her. We know that. And it came to a scorched earth of the Tower in reverse. So basically, it's a crisis beyond their control. It's upheaval. It's a major shift of trying to rebuild. They thought, okay, we were waiting for them to rebuild themselves and recreate themselves, because she keeps trying to recreate herself. She's like a snake trying to shed old skin to build new skin. And, basically there's a lot of vulnerability, disorientation, basically shattering the establishment patterns. She was trying to take down the royal family, trying to completely take down everything out of jealousy, envy, and complete crisis disaster. But they don't want to rebuild her. No matter what she says, she's never going to rebuild herself. She'll never She'll never shift in a positive way. This whole recreating herself and rising up, like some sort of rising from the ashes and building up her new foundation with the foundations that she believes in, she's never going anywhere. And it's just a temporary death of state of mind for her, but she's never going anywhere according to what the conversation is. And that is a value of 16. So no one's going to spark anything with her. There's a lack of harmony. So no, we don't want her. She tried taking down our foundations, our belief system. She tried crushing us. So now we won't have Megan. So that's good. Shouldn't. So defeated energy of the Four of Swords. So it's a withdrawal. It is basically a hospital room stay. I would say Harry needs to be gathered up. Let him fall down. He's an addict. He's an addict. He's an addict. He's an addict here. He's an addict. Let him fall all the way down in total deep despair where he's in bed, lack of sleep, temporary death state of mind where he needs to pick himself up, realizes what he's done to himself, because after the Ten of Swords comes the Ace of Swords. Oh, where did I screw up? Oh my God, I got some mental clarity. I'm never going to elevate myself. I need to go in the hospital. So that then maybe we can get him in the hospital, basically a convalescence, healing position, quiet the mind, and plan the next moves. So there we go. And shame. Yeah, the shame. This here with the Five of Pentacles is trying to overturn the shame. He tried to overturn the establishment too, but he's out in the cold. He's crippled spirit. It's been a blow to everyone's ego. It's caring for the sick. Caring for the sick. Consider Harry very sick. You need to get your sick son and get him out of here. Yeah, and it's a shame card. So yeah, total shame in dealing with Harry, and he needs to improve himself. This is the grow in commitment, self-improvement, meticulous detail to it. So he needs to improve himself, stay on it, work on it. Hopes and fears, because everything's gone really against him. He's not moving forward. He's moving backwards in life. So roll him back. He's not going to do well in the United States here. It's coming to a negative conclusion here. And he's cycling backwards. He keeps cycling backwards. We saw his eyes. His eyes was on X. I will show that. There we go. His eyes were on X, and they were so dilated. Oh, my God. It was a royal grift posted. I'm like, yeah, that was the Colombian marching powder. He was on Colombian marching powder. He's just getting deeper and darker into addiction to where this can go very badly for him with this Nine of Swords. Becoming very despondent and hopeless. The more hopeless he becomes, the more his addiction's getting worse and the more shame he knows he needs to stop and improve himself and go into a hospital, because things can go very badly for Harry to where his karma can be completely cracked, and burned to the point of no return. Absolute end of any harvest at all, meaning you're done and over with. So this can go very badly for Harry. This is a very negative fate. It's not going to go well for him being an addict. You're just going to go deeper down the rabbit hole of horribleness. So we have here the Page of Wands in reverse. With the Page of Wands in reverse is they're not talking. They haven't been talking. They know he's not accelerating in life. It's a bad message delivered. I don't really want to do it. They know Harry's very image conscious. All plans have fallen apart. Very dark ego issues. Harry is kind of lacking his true self. He's very hothead, angry, triggered. He lies. He's got control issues. He's not being honest. He's miserable. It's message of concerns, but it's a very, very negative message. Basically fearing the worst. A very negative message, or no message being delivered at all, about how everything is falling apart. It's beyond the alert. This is beyond the alert, and not telling Harry. Maybe they need to go and just sweep him up. Just sweep him up. Sweep him up. Don't tell him. With that Ace of Swords in reverse is basically high stress. There's a lot of lies. Maybe lie to him, sweep him up, take him. Because this is like kind of like fear of death, checking out. This could be also near a coffin. This could turn easily into a coffin position of the Four of Swords. especially with this shattered, never elevating yourself, really never healing. Total addiction here. They know his emotional door shut. It's very cognitive at this point of view. They know he's got, basically, he's an emotionally broken individual who has no friends where he's at. He is at a temporary state of death of mind. He is at a very destroyed, to the point he could destroy himself fully. Right now, maybe there's a potential for healing him, but it can turn deadly, easily turn deadly and flip. We know he's lying about his drug use. We know he doesn't have any friends. He lies about his excitement and his enthusiasm while he's in estrangement, out in the cold. He's running into money problems, in total blow to his ego, and nobody's coming to save him. Very orphan vibes of a man who needs to improve himself. He's acting like he's improving himself, but we know he's defeated. He's totally defeated in attempts at looking like he's actually doing something. I'm working, I'm doing something because I'm so defeated, but I'm actually ashamed. And it's not going well. And I'm lying to everyone. Nobody likes me. Nobody's my friend. I don't have friends, so I keep using drugs. My wife tells me what to do, and I keep going down further and further down the rabbit hole of lies. Yes, moon card is what I said on my X one. You are just nothing but swimming in lies. Swimming in lies. Get off our soil and get out of here. We don't need you. Here we go. And then I asked about his visa. Yeah, open up your visa. If you're such an honest person, let's see your visa. So basically, Trader Harry. I called him Trader Harry. Yeah, he's Trader Harry. Nobody wants Trader Harry. Everyone's cutting out on Trader Harry. This cutting out on Trader Harry, it's so painful. So many painful words. Being a trader, having nothing going on, is self-sabotage. It's inner discontentment of the trader, lies, rigidity, and it's his own delusional perception, perspective. His perspective is wrong, okay? It's a self-sabotaging perspective. So basically, he has to learn this lesson. He's trying to learn this lesson, but he continues to lie. He's amoral. You know, he's left on hold. He's left on hold because no one wants to talk to him. No one wants to talk to him. No one wants to pick up his calls. Sorry. He texts. We don't answer. They have different cell phones. He does not have their number. There is no Archie conversation, Skype calls, this and that, all those lies that they've talked about. None of it. So they know he can check out easily. He's trader. He's never going to change. He'll never see things differently. It's a stalling energy. The time of waiting is over. It should be over here with this sort of danger because he's such a risk to himself, you know, but they know he'll never see anything. So it's almost like they would have to do it unexpectedly here because time is of the essence here with his addiction. And don't tell him what you're going to do. It is time of the essence because he's getting deeper down the rabbit hole of addiction. And then naturally, Megan, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, would be very angry. She's never going to rise up. Trump's like, she's never going to rise up. She's not popular. Her show is going to tank. He could probably make sure that happens too, but we already know that's going to happen. She's not a self-starter. It's a very artificial show. Unpopular. It's going to be a fail. She's not a good creative person. She's very boring. Everyone's already saying, if that is the best clip of her show, how boring is that? It's superficial. People don't think it's very authentic, like Pamela Anderson. And she's just doing it for money. You don't make money when you're that unauthentic and people don't like you. She's just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. I'm money focused for my security. So it's like, okay, she's going to be mad, but she's going to demand security. She's going to want to reach that goal. She needs that steady income. So now we have to pay her money. We've got to give her some kind of income so that she can have her financial independence away from Harry. And so then she can go on jab her jaws. All she wants is, I'm a wiser, older female. I'm the truth teller. I'm so shrewd. I'm so shrewd. They know that she's just going to keep japping her jaws and all of that. But they've got to silence Harry here. And Harry is that petulant, young, he's not loyal. He never has. He's really not a loyal person. He's just Mr. Hothead. And he's got that hero complex of Megan and what Megan has to say. He's pretending to be like this young Arrested Development hero complex of an image conscious, delayed response hero complex of a young child. He's not even a knight yet in reverse of the Knight of Wands in reverse. He's the Page of Wands in reverse. So it's like a child pretending to be a knight in shining armor hero. And is like a child playing a game. And he knows he's not that. He knows he's not that. That's painful. He knows he isn't those things. He just knows he's lying about saving anyone when he's just a traitor. Who have you saved, Harry? You haven't saved anyone. You were a bunker Harry playing with your little remote control while other people were doing the hard work and protecting your lazy ass. And then you get to get your awards like the soccer moms. All their kids get an award because they just simply kicked a ball. That's Harry. And accepting the Pat Tillman Award too. You never flew. You don't know how. You act like a hero. You're no hero. You're just a child playing this hero complex game of lies and traitor energy. The military doesn't like you. They see you as traitor Harry. You're not hero Harry. That's all built on lies. Fantasy, lies, enmeshment, total mental illness of a crazy card. So, yep, but gonna have to pay some Megan money. Pay Megan off. Gonna have to give her a little something to live off of. It's not the Ten of Pentacles, so it's not for generations to come. It's not total prosperity to the point she has so much money she could pass it down. It's just giving her enough luxuries so that she doesn't have to worry, and then she can carry on with her life with a little bit of confidence and reach some of her goals. I think they'd like her to reach some of her goals, like this show, for instance, because then maybe she'll leave them alone if she actually has some sort of level of independence and freedom. But unfortunately for her, she's not popular or liked, and that's where the problem lies. And that's where Harry keeps continuing with his hero, that he's saving Megan. No, he's not. He knows that's a lie. He knows that's a lie because he knows she's not saving anyone. She can't even save herself. He can't save her. He can't save himself. So they're just petulant children. I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.